Here's a quick one. The story of the Shunammite woman. Before we can even use the words that she said, the words that says it is well when we are in trouble. She said those words when she was having a child who had died, her only son. She used the words, it is well, having a dead son. Before we can even use those words, before we can quote what this woman said, let's think about it. Let's check if our faith is in order. Because you see, this woman did not have a son. And the man of God, the prophet, went by the village, and this woman took care of him until the man of God checked what can be done for this woman. And he was told that she does not have a child. And he called her in and asked, what can we do for you? And she said, I live amongst my people. So this was not a woman that was begging and asking and crying and bribing God to give her a son. No, no, no. She said, I live amongst my people. She was content with not having a son. But the prophet said, by this time next year, you'll have a son. And she had her son until he died. And she went on the animal and settled it and went to look for the prophet. She knew where her miracle will come from. So before you say it is well, when you're in trouble, firstly check, what is it that you're believing God for? Do you want God to comfort you? You've lost a loved one, you've lost that job, you've lost that marriage, and you're just saying it is well? This woman said it is well, though deep down she knew that it is only well until I find this man of God. Only well, because there is a man of God that must solve the situation. She did not just say it is well and then fold her arms and go and bury her only son. No, no, no. So the words it is well, before we quote them, we must understand that the woman that said those words did not accept her situation. She did not accept her situation. So before you say it is well, be sure that you actually know what you want from God. Before you say to someone who has lost someone they love, be sure that you're not quoting the scripture out of context. Because this woman, she received her son back. So before we want to comfort someone with a scripture that actually was meant for a miracle, we live in a time and a season where believers are quick to stop believing in God for miracles, where we want to comfort ourselves with nice words without looking at the faith required for us to say those words. It is well, for the Shunammite woman meant, I want my son back. It is well did not mean that I'm going to bury him. No, no, no. It is well for the Shunammite woman meant, I want my son back. And the prophet of God is going to give me my son back. Check your faith. What are you believing God for? Before you say it is well. I'm one person that don't like the whole concept of death. I see no reason to celebrate death. I see no reason to say it is well. It may be well when someone is old and satisfied with years and life, as in the book of Psalm chapter 91 verse 16. If it is earlier, if a person is still young, if it is by the hand of man, if it is by sickness and disease, not that they closed their eyes and slept, it's not well. It's not well. Let's not defeat ourselves by quoting words out of context, because we miss out on an opportunity to believe God for a miracle. It is well, let it be truly well. Let it be because you have a miracle. Let it be because you have faith for a miracle. Let it be because you are ready to fight for that miracle. It is well, not because of defeat, but out of victory. Shalom.